The long-running conflict between ethnic groups and the military in Myanmar has displaced thousands upon thousands of people. And having lost their homes and possessions after fleeing war, some of the country's internally displaced people, or IDPs, have fallen into drug addiction. In Myanmar's Kachin state, Dave Grunebaum visited rehab camps where heroin addicts are struggling to rebuild their lives.
These are voices of young men looking for hope. They're all drug addicts, ranging in age from 17 to 35. They've enrolled in a 3-month drug rehabilitation camp to try to salvage their lives. But one of them cannot join the chorus right now. LABANG BRANG is going through withdrawal. He's 24 years old and has been hooked on heroin for about 5 years. He tried to conquer his addiction on his own several times, but always failed. Brang was displaced by the armed conflict near his home close to Myanmar's border with China. He made his way to the Kachin state capital of Machina and soon found easy access to heroin. HPAUTUNG NAW NAW, another person displaced by the armed conflict, went through the same cycle. Naw Naw started using heroin after he took a job in the timber industry. His co-workers and friends would often turn to heroin, and he soon followed suit. For years, his addiction dictated his life, his hard-earned money being blown on heroin. He came to this rehabilitation camp several months before LABANG BRANG did. After completing the program, he has stayed on as a volunteer to help others going through the same crisis he faced. The facilities at this rehabilitation camp are basic, from the meals and the dormitory to the laundry and the showers. It's one of a dozen drug rehabilitation camps supported by the Kachin Baptist Convention. The Kachin are an ethnic and religious minority in Buddhist-majority Myanmar. Addiction to drugs, particularly heroin, has been ravaging their community. Along the banks of the Irrawaddy River in Machina, we found used syringes. Concrete data is hard to come by here, but there are estimates that about 1 in 3 Kachin men between the ages of 20 and 30 are drug addicts, and it's usually heroin. Many locals believe that percentage is higher for young men displaced by the armed conflict in this region. There are more than 20 armed ethnic insurgent groups inside Myanmar. At the root of these ongoing conflicts is the desire of ethnic minorities to have more political control in the regions of the country where they make up the majority.
Ethnic minority areas are certainly the most resource-rich regions in Burma. And the ethnic minorities are mainly asking for self-determination and autonomy in the areas they live in. So the struggle is not only for the exploitation of natural resources, but also for political autonomy and equality and justice.
In the past 6 years, about 85,000 people in Kachin have been displaced by the violence. Many of them end up in camps like this for internally displaced persons or IDPs. State Councilor Aung San Suu Kyi has made the peace process a top priority and recently visited Kachin State. But no one expects decades of armed conflict to be resolved anytime soon.
Locals say one of the reasons why so many IDPs have become heroin addicts is because after being forced away from their homes and work, many of them take jobs as laborers in the timber industry or jade mines. The days are long and painful. Heroin is readily available and widely used.
Where you be not don't say and a chin is a chima, Lungari Jate Bono, a yam be not saying la for a general to yard.
The Reverend LABANG is an IDP himself. Before becoming in charge of this drug rehabilitation camp, he saw firsthand why so many IDPs were becoming addicts.
General, the IDP my yaude chima, a keke and yashi bade. General IDP money there chima, General Nation, Sawani at the keke and yashi there. She there chima, Edia Lungari house in Lebe, the sharp with Sato yard. No? General Alolo yard, load there chima, Nina Bawin chima, the loading machine there chima, away you to yard. General, the more that there. A daughter, chima, Eddie March, or Muyasiwa, Nabianida. Nabianida chima, Eddie chima, Eddie Lungari net, Muyasiwa net, T2 Bureau, so Muyasiwa don't fail with the Pilla.
Many people in the state accuse the country's security forces of deliberately allowing drugs to become widespread and even profiting from the business. It's an accusation the government denies.
Many of Kachin's largest community organizations have essentially empowered a group of vigilantes with no government authority to take matters into their own hands. The group is called Pachasan. Members apprehend alleged drug dealers and users and chop down poppy fields.
This is one of Pachasan's detention centers in Machina, and this is how a prisoner is being held. We were allowed access on the condition that we would not show his face or reveal his identity. This prisoner was captured a few days earlier. Pachasan says they might keep him in a leg lock for more than a week and only allow him out to use the toilet or bathe. The group says their extreme approach is necessary because of the community's high drug addiction rate. Pachasan tries to convince the detainees to enter a drug rehabilitation program. This is similar to HPAUTUNG NAW NAW's experience after his mother reported him to Pachasan. He now spends his time preparing meals and providing support to this new group of addicts. At this camp, there's no methadone. The program includes group support, religion, and music. Maran James Nana is the head music teacher and also a former heroin addict.
General Nero, the Jandarigo, the Muy Sewani, among the Lumiao name, General Bamboo, Kuni Bede, Edo Kuji Bede, Niama, General Cadre, Jama, Sam Shao Mudilo, Atate, Troye, say that meeting move or no, say that meeting move, Pianlemu, a buying General Losang Piera, Shide, Eddie Losang by my General Bada, Ye, Chung Omugo, General Atika Tabido, Losang Bede, Etoria, say that Pianle Chin, Kaya, Jama Chin. ဒါကိုကျွန်တော်အဓိကထားပြီးလှုပ်ဆောင်ပေးပါတယ်
The camp is surrounded by a 10-foot-high wall so that no one can escape under the cover of night. A strict daily schedule is followed. Wake up at 5 a.m., lights out by 10 p.m.
ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီကျောင်းမှာတော့ဘယ်လိုဖြစ်ဖြစ်စီမင်းစည်းကမ်းလေးတွေတော့ထားပေးတယ်သူတို့အတွက်သူတို့ကိုဒီမူရစေဝါကနေကျွန်တော်တို့လွတ်မြောက်အောင်စူးစမ်းတယ်ဆိုတဲ့နေရာမှာသူတို့ရဲ့ဘဝသူတို့ရဲ့အသက်တာမှာပေါ့နော်ပြောင်းလဲခြင်းအများကြီးရှိရတယ်မတောက်တော့ဘူးဆိုတဲ့ဟာတစ်ချက်ထဲနဲ့သူတို့ကဆိုရင်မူရစေဝါကနေမလွတ်မြောက်နိုင်ဘူးအဲ့တော့ပြောချင်တယ်ပေါ့နားထောင်ခြင်းစီကံတည်ဝမှုရှိခြင်းပေါ့နော်ပြောချင်တယ်ပေါ့ဒီ Addict ပိုင်းဆိုင်ရာပေါ့နော်ဒီကျွန်တော်တို့ကိုကျင့်တရားကောင်းမွန်ခြင်းဒါတွေလည်းပါတယ်တကယ်တော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ဆေးဖြတ်ပြီးပြီဆိုပေမဲ့လည်းသူတို့ကစီကံတကြတဲ့နေထိုင်တတ်ခြင်းမရှိဘူးကိုကျင့်တရားမှာအားနေတယ်ဆိုတော့ပြန်တောက်မိပါပဲဒါကြောင့်မို့ကျွန်တော်ဒီမှာစီကံတကြနဲ့နေတတ်အောင်လည်းကျွန်တော်တို့ကဒီမှာ training ပေးတယ်
With each passing day, BRANG Dai makes progress in conquering his addiction, leaning on his friends here, who've become more like family. He says he's confident that with their support, he'll beat this addiction for good. For Assignment Asia, I'm Dave Grunebaum in Kachin State, Myanmar.
Various NGOs have joined the effort to help rehabilitate drug addicts amongst IDPs. But they say intervention won't work if the civil conflict that has forced people out of their homes remains unresolved. If you'd like to find out more about that story or the rest of our show, then have a look at our website at www.assignment-asia.com. That's all the time we have for this week. I'm Tony Chang. Thanks for watching, and join us again on Assignment Asia. If you'd like to share your thoughts and contribute story ideas for future shows, then contact us on social media.